There is a sports betting epidemic going around, right? I ain't gonna lie. Sports betting looks fun. It's easy. All the ads make it look like free money. I know y'all be seeing those ads coming on when you watching the game and all of that. Everything looks good. But I have a crazy, crazy story that I have to tell y'all about something that I've seen firsthand about how sports betting can literally be so detrimental to somebody's life, yo. I've seen a story firsthand, right? I used to work at a retail store. I worked there for 4 years all through college, bro. I'm talking really like 50, 60-hour weeks. I'm really in there grinding, right? There was a guy that I used to work with. His name was Brandon, right? And we're going to call him Brandon for this story. His real name not Brandon, but I ain't trying to air his business out there, right? Trying to just keep it anonymous. So, hold on. We're chilling one day at work. It's on a Sunday, right? Y'all know I'm always talking about the stocks and investing, right? He's like, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I'm about to place this 17-leg parlay. And I'm about to put 50 on it. It was a touchdown parlay, right? Now, mind you, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna sit here and act like I ain't putting a parlay before, or every once in a while I don't put one in. But I set specific limits. Like, I'm not about to be betting $500 every day, or I'm not about to bet any money that actually like really matters. Like, I would never bet like my rent or something like that. You feel me? So he like, I'm gonna do the 17-leg parlay, anytime touchdown parlay. I'm like, all right, how much you gonna put on it? He like, I'm gonna put 50 on it. So now at this point, I'm like, all right, I ain't gonna lie, bro. 50 on a 17-leg kind of wilding. Because for people that do sports bet, y'all know that that's a lotto. Like 9 times out of 10, that joint, no, really like that joint might hit. It's like a 1 in a million chance, basically what I'm trying to say, right? So he's like, nah, bro, I believe in this, da-da-da-da. He's been doing a lot of research, right? Now, the first 15 legs hit is down to Sunday Night Football. I think he needed George Kittle, and I think he needed Jahmyr Gibbs that played for the Lions or something like that. Or he needed one for, yeah. He needed 2 people. I think it was Kittle and Gibbs. They got it. So bro get to jumping up and down. He's screaming. He won $65,000. Now, let's put this into perspective, bro. Most people can go their whole life and they will never see more than 50K at one time. I'm not talking about like a retirement account or like, overtime savings. I'm talking about I've personally never received a check for $65,000. And the majority of Americans will never see anything like that because it's just so much money to just be given out of the blue, right? So he wins the money, right? I don't know if y'all know, but when you win big, sometimes it takes a minute to, get into your account and they got to take out the taxes, right? So I think after taxes or after something, let's just say he had about 55K. Let's just say he had about 55K because I remember that's what the amount was, right? So he's excited. Bro was like, he cracked the code, right? I'm like, bro, what are you going to do with the money? You might want to put it in like an index fund like VOO. You might want to put some in high yield savings. Bro, he's super excited. He think he's cracked the code. He think he's about to be the best sports bettor in America, right? Turns out the win wasn't a blessing. It was the start of this man's downfall, right? Instead of saving the money, he bet that same 55, mind you, he bet it down to the cent. He bet that money the same day. I lied to you not. There was an NBA game on later that day. He bet the money the same exact day. Now, he did put it on a very safe bet. He bet LeBron James for 10 points. Now, as most of y'all know, he actually recently did not keep the 10-point streak. He got like 8 points in the game recently because he passed the ball out. He could have scored, but he passed it out, whatever. Shout out Bron. He the GOAT. That's the king, right? But listen, he bet it on Bron. So he didn't double up because it was like a negative 1,600 or something. So he didn't really like make a lot of, he didn't make a lot of money on it, but I think he just wanted to bet. But here's the thing. Let's talk about this from a psychological standpoint. Bro, when you win big, your brain is going to tell you that it's skill. It's going to tell you that you're the best. Think about if you're playing Call of Duty and you win a match. You win a match 9 times out of 10, if you're on with your boys, they like, bro, we could win another one. We about to go on a win streak. Because when you win big, our brains are programmed to tell us that it's skill. You feel invincible, bro. And he felt invincible. I ain't gonna lie. He was like, and I ain't gonna lie, he said he was gonna leave work. Now, personally, if it was me, I definitely would have left work for that day. I wouldn't have quit, but I definitely would have left work for that day. And then honestly, you think you could do it again because you already did it once. And that low-key is really what was on his mind, right? So here's what else he did. I lied to you not. This was on a Sunday. The Monday, the Bengals played. He took Jamar Chase for a touchdown, and he bet the entire amount on it. I'm almost positive it was like 57,000 or something like that. Jamar Chase did get a touchdown, but they called it back. So he didn't. He never got another target in the end zone that game. He lost all of the money. right? Bro was in there crying during his shift, which I ain't gonna lie, I'm not mad at him because I'm gonna keep it a bean. I definitely would have been crying too. I'm gonna keep it a bean. But here's where it starts to spiral out of control. So mind you, he just came up on like 55K, won 2 more K, then lost everything. Rather than stopping and saying, you know what, I had the money for a minute, I didn't make some good choices with it, I'm gonna just walk off. Bro started using some different means. So I look at him, we're in the break room, right? I'm chilling, right? I just got some Chipotle. I'm eating my food. I'm like, yo, B, that's what I call him, B. I'm like, yo, B, what's going on? He like, nothing much, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I'm sick about it. I just opened up this credit card. I'm like, oh, what you open up a credit card for? Like, you trying to build some credit? He like, nah, bro, I ain't gonna lie. If I get another 10,000, I can make the bet back. I'm like, whoa. Mind you, if you use your credit card to put money on a bets, bro, they be charging you a little cash advance fee. So this man is not only putting himself in a bad position by using a credit card, but he's going to be having to pay back even more money in fees, right? Because this is not his money. He's borrowing other people's money to bet, which is a bad idea. Now, they approved him for the credit card. Bro bet a NBA game that night. I want you to take a wild guess what happened. The bet did not hit. That man got cooked. So then he said he texted his grandma. I said, bro, leave your grandma out of it. He texted his grandma for 3 bands, and he told his grandma that he needed because he was behind on his rent. He bet it back, and guess what? He won. He hit a plus 100. He won $6,000. He's feeling good. He bet it back on the under on that same game, and that was one of the games that the Celtics were playing in, and I think that they almost broke the record for threes made in a game, and they over was smashed, bro. Listen, it's a psychology with this stuff, right? You're chasing the high, right? You're chasing the loss, and you're believing that that next bet is going to fix everything. It is not. Most of these people that you see on social media betting and, oh, join my Discord, you're going to make all this money. Bro, most of these people, they are not profitable long term, bro. Why do you think they don't post their account overviews? They're not posting that. They're not profitable long term. Bro, this man's life started going down to the worst spiral ever, bro. We really had to get him some help. He had to call that 1-800 number, bro. He started having mad stress. He stopped coming to work. He completely quit his job. Well, really, he got fired because he stopped coming. He started missing all of his bills. He broke up with his girlfriend for no reason. He started blaming her because she wasn't, feeding his addiction and giving him money. Ultimately, he wound up losing his apartment because all his money was going into betting, bro. This man, I looked at his account. He was placing 21 parlays a day, right? Let's talk about the bigger picture, right? This is common. The apps make it so easy to bet. I can go on the app right now and in 2 clicks, I can deposit every single cent in my account. I lied to you not. It takes 2 seconds. And the betting is available 24/7. I talked to my dad about this. I'm like, bro, back in the day, did y'all used to bet? He like, yeah, we used to gamble. But with them, it wasn't as easy to gamble. You had to actually go to the casino, bro. And mind you, our phones are designed to keep us addicted, bro. These apps are designed to keep you addicted. They design these apps to be casinos in your pocket that you're going to keep running back to. It's not just about the money. It's literally rewiring the dopamine in your brain. Some lessons to take away, bro. Big wins can be the worst thing that happens to a gambler, bro. I know that they be praying for the wins, but once you win, it's not going to stop, bro. If you feel like you might be slipping into that hole, I ain't gonna lie, talk to somebody about it, bro. Call the number, bro. Encourage your friends to get help because this is not going to end here. Like this is just one story, but this isn't the only story. If you have any stories like this, let me know down in the comments below because I can promise you in 5 to 10 years, we are truly gonna see the effect of this, yo. If you like this video, you want more real stories like this, bro, drop a like, subscribe, and share with a friend, yo.